Hey everybody, it's Mike Frieder here with On-Call Compliance Solutions, and I'm back with another compliance tip of the week. Today we're talking about CMMC Control AC.L2-3.1.9. Provide privacy and security notices consistent with applicable CUI rules, because you can't not tell them that you're going to be a peeping Tom. So hey, if you're a defense contractor trying to figure out why the government wants you to put warning labels on everything, congratulations, you're in the right place. Here at On-Call Compliance Solutions, we take compliance confusion and turn it into CMMC success. Let's go. All right, if you've ever noticed how McDonald's coffee cups have a warning that says, caution, hot. It's interesting there's no exclamation point there. It should say like hot exclamation point. Just a thought. You'd think that would be obvious, but someone still sued them for not saying it clearly enough. And you know, gosh, maybe that's the best example I've read all day. You know it's hot. It's coffee. But you still got to put a warning label on it. Well, CMMC Control AC.L2-3.1.9 is basically the cybersecurity version of that coffee cup warning. This control ensures that anyone accessing controlled unclassified information, or CUI, is warned upfront that their handling is sensitive, and that they must follow security policies or face serious consequences. Very serious consequences. It's about setting expectations, avoiding excuses, and making sure users can't claim, I didn't know, when they mess up. Now, let's break down how to solve for each assessment objective so you can pass your CMMC Level 2 audit with zero stress. Assessment objectives, well, maybe a little stress. You're probably gonna be a little bit stressed, not gonna BS you. There might be just a little bit there. But then again, if you have on-call on your side, you're like, let's go, baby. I'm ready. I'm relaxed. Just got a massage? All right. Assessment objectives and how to solve them. Provide security and privacy notices to all users. Documentation required. Acceptable use policy, or AUP. Defines proper system and CUI handling. What can you do? What can't you do? Like doing sports betting on a system that contains controlled unclassified information? It's probably a really bad idea. But if you don't tell your users it's a bad idea, how do they know? System security plan includes where and how security notices are provided. User awareness training records shows that users were informed of privacy and security notices and policies. Technical implementation. Add login banners on all company systems that say, warning, unauthorized access is prohibited. System contains controlled unclassified information and is monitored for security and compliance. Display security warnings on all CUI-related files and folders. Include pop-up notices when users try to access sensitive systems. Here's an example. A contractor once failed their CMMC audit because they assumed employees knew security rules but never actually displayed formal warnings. The auditor, he wasn't so impressed. You know, I don't know if anyone else has been through some of these audits like I have. There's not really a lot of humor in them. You know, I mean, I try to paint the best picture I can in these videos. We try to have a really good time together because, hey, it's just you, me, and YouTube, right? And let's be honest, this isn't like the most exciting content that you've ever seen on YouTube. Maybe if I was in a Lamborghini and telling you about compliance controls, it would be far more intriguing. Maybe I ought to try that. I'm going to like rent a Ferrari and tell you about compliance controls just to see if it gets more views. That would be hilarious. What's the solution? Make it obvious. If a hacker or even an employee accesses something they shouldn't, they can't claim ignorance if there's a big, bold warning in front of them. Ensure notices are consistent with CUI rules. Documentation required. CUI handling policy outlines how CUI should be labeled and protected. CUI marking guide ensures files and messages display proper CUI warnings. And of course, system admin guidelines ensure IT enforces the correct notices. Technical implementation. Label all CUI documents with the appropriate marking, i.e. CUI /controlled, or, there's a lot of other kinds in the CUI marking handbook. So we're not trying to label every different kind of label that there is, because labeling the label would be labeling crazy. Configure email systems to warn users before sending CUI outside the organization, and ensure cloud storage systems display security warnings before users download CUI. Before they download it, they should know what they're getting themselves into. Here's a real-world example. A defense contractor lost a DoD contract because they forgot to label their CUI emails correctly. A simple header stating CUI controlled would have saved them millions of dollars. Lesson learned: don't assume people know what CUI is. Make it crystal clear. And I gotta tell you guys, that's a really important concept. A lot of these controls get at the heart of the matter, which is a lot of people don't understand what is CUI and what is not. That is maybe the most common question we are ever asked in a consultation is, what is CUI? What is CUI for my organization? That's why this control is so important. because you have to give people a heads up that they're about to enter a system that contains this stuff and that they can't just sort of treat this like any old commercial computer system. Very, very important, right? Because the mindset changed to being security focused. Interestingly, I sat through like one of these community security awareness things. And what they were basically saying is, the biggest way to protect yourself is to just simply be aware of the situation. That's very helpful. Now, document how notices are provided and reviewed. Documentation required. IT security policy defines where and how security notices are displayed. Audit logs of notice displays. Shows proof that notices were seen by users. Annual security awareness review ensures notices are still relevant. Yes, you're going to have to actually have proof that you read your own warning messages from time to time to make sure they are still security relevant. This can happen in your annual security awareness review. Technical implementation. Configure system logs to track who acknowledged security notices. Require users to click accept on a warning before logging in. Conduct annual reviews to ensure notices follow updated CUI rules. Here's an example. One contractor passed their audit because they tracked user logins and could prove that everyone had acknowledged security notices. Huge win, huge win, huge win. Final checklist to pass your CMMC audit. To pass a CMMC Control AC.L2-3.1.9, you are going to need a documented policy requiring privacy and security notices, technical controls displaying login banners and file warnings, consistent labeling on CUI-related documents and systems, and logs proving notices were provided and acknowledged. If you're missing any of these, your audit, well, you could probably get a warning from me. Here's your warning notice. It's not going to be a lot of fun. But I have good news, because if you're struggling with this, if you're heartbroken about how hard this is, if you're banging your head against the brick wall, I've been there. That's why I have a dent in my forehead. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. I have good news. Because at On Call, we take defense contractors just like you. Not like the guy across the street, not like the guy across the other side of the street. Like, I'm looking at you and I'm like, dude, you're watching this video for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. You're here because you need our help. And this is your moment. This is your time in the sun. We can end the frustration. So if you've had this DFARS, NIST, CMMC, ITAR, and EAR information security compliance stuff dropped into your lap like a seagull on a sunny day, I have good news, because we can teach you how to level up and be a proper on-call compliance hero for your company. We can eliminate gaps, gray areas, and getting this solved, all while showing you how to leverage compliance as your secret weapon to land more defense work, yes, with higher profit margins that are going to make your bosses and business owners and everybody in finance jump for joy, because now that's what becoming an on-call compliance hero can do for you. Finally. The pain is going to be over. You just got to go visit one of the links below and self-schedule some time with us. It's really easy, by the way. If you've never visited one of our websites before, or you're one of these people that's been watching like 15 videos trying to figure out how to get compliant, right? And it's not just like one little thing. You got like a list of 20 things. You're banging your head against the wall. If you go to any of our websites, like any of them, all right, because our ads are going to follow you around and all that other good stuff, right? Like, just try it once. Just like go to the website, check it out on the front page of the website, on any of our landing pages. It's so easy to start working with us. All you have to do is just follow the prompts. It's like you can self-schedule time with us. We've got, awesome chatbots, that can answer compliance questions, but also self-schedule time. You can literally do it through the chat if you want. All right, just try it out on any one of our websites. It's really cool. It's so easy. And we don't like send you to a sales guy. Every single person that we will allow to interact with defense contractors is at least a Cyber AB certified professional person. All right. I'm not saying they have their CCP, but like registered practitioner for us is like permission to get out of training. And you've got to have a cybersecurity background. You've got to have a pretty long career in either compliance or cybersecurity, even be on our team these days, right? Because it's crazy. And by the way, if you're looking for a job in this stuff, I gotta tell you, On Call is growing. So I'm like way off on a tangent over here, but we're always looking for amazing, amazing people. And if you love compliance like we do, like if you could like envision watching 100 of these videos just because you love learning about compliance, or like you're into this stuff, one, you may need therapy, and two, reach out to us, apply, okay? We're always growing. And our big thing is really simple. We want to hire people who love the idea of coming to work with us on our team and helping to defend those who do things to help defend the country. That's what we're all about here. So I know that's a really far sidebar from what I usually talk about, but we're growing, we're hiring like crazy. And I will tell you, if you love the content that we're putting out here for you, help us out with a big thumbs up on that like button. reach out to us, try out one of our self-schedules. It's honestly just really fun to talk to us, right? Like we all try to make compliance into something that can actually be somewhat enjoyable, even though you have to do it by law. It is possible. We figured out how to do it. So even better, smash the subscribe button. All right, it's just you and me. No one's looking. No one will see you do it. And the best part is we made it free of charge. There's zero cost to hit that subscribe button, but you are going to get the latest compliance content as soon as our compliance owners roll it out. I know we're doing a full-blown reissue. It's like the Metallica Black album, and we're doing the remaster here. We're updating every one of the videos on CMMC controls. You definitely want to subscribe right now so you can catch our latest and greatest on all of these controls. And you know what, you guys? Until the next compliance tip, stay safe and secure out there, and hit us in the comments below to let us know what you'd like to know more about when it comes to information security and compliance. And I'll see you on the next one.